Alrighty, YouTubers, let's go ahead and get ECC, Elite Creature Collectibles Jason, out of the box. So as you can see, the box is monster huge. Very, very big box. And here it is, just pictures of the bust. This is from Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which is Friday the 13th 4, to be exact. So, this is my second favorite Jason solo movie. My first favorite is Jason Part 3. I do like that one better. Now the box, super beat up. Both the outside and even the styrofoam was actually affected. There was some tears and hits right here. It definitely got dropped. Here is the COA. So I'm actually just gonna remove this immediately. I got number 170 of 300. I'm just going to put this back. Now there is also an instruction pamphlet talking about how you put the glove on, the masks. So there's that. Yeah, so as you can see right here is where it was hurt. So just hoping there's no issues. Okay, so here's the Jason bust, the plaque, and the two masks. And the base. Now this is one big mother effer. Oh gosh, yeah, that base is big. The base isn't too heavy. So here it is, 170 of 500. So I'm curious how this is going to fit. Yeah, this barely fits in my display. It barely fits, like it's almost touching the Jason 1/3, but it does fit. So there's the base, which is like a tree trunk base. God, Jupiter. Man, even this arm is freaking heavy. My gosh. That is the machete arm. Just gonna put it to the side to give me some extra space. All right, next we're gonna get Jason. I didn't even know he had hair. Look at that. So he goes in via a big metal rod, as you can see. Check out that ugly mother effer. Look at that. Shoot. Jupiter. That looks sweet. Oh, that's a big one. It's a big life-size bust. That head is big. It's like bigger than my head, and I have a big knocker. So, it does come with this plaque. Although this one is stationary and it's just magnetized. Like so. So the Freddy one is a little plaque you can place anywhere. This is like a sign, almost like a camp sign. I really like how they did that. I'm gonna remove it for now until we get the machete arm on, just to ensure we get that on and it doesn't hurt anything. So here's the machete arm. So yeah, this looks like a real life machete, and it is real metal. Is it sharp though? Like if an intruder came into my home, could I take this arm off and ha? So it's not very sharp, unfortunately. But yeah, it is real metal for sure. Has that shiny metal look. So this will insert here, and then we can actually just put the arm close around it. Actually. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Now we should be good. Interesting. There actually is a hole for this. Just got to get it through. Not the easiest thing. All right, we got it in. At least I think I did. Yeah, so you put the arm through, you know, you have this shirt, and then you basically button it up. So just gotta button this. I always hate inserting buttons. Always the worst at it. All right. So basically that is that, and then we'll get the plaque again. So with this Jason bust, as you can see, monstrously big. I mean, he does come with a few display options where Freddy only has two, the hat on, hat off. He does have real hair, by the way. Just gonna fix it though. I didn't realize he had real hair. I thought Jason was just bald. He has like Homer Simpson hair back here. He comes with two masks. Here is option one. Now this has a little felt pad inside, and then you get this yellow mask, which we can play right here. Oh, that fits my head easily. Look at that. And then a white mask. Now, I most likely will actually be getting a custom mask as well, depending on how much I like these. But basically, it was pretty easier on facing Jason. All right. These masks aren't too bad, actually. Although this feels too tight. All right, I need to be able to see. Hard to do it with a Jason mask on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he has one big head. All right, there we have it, folks. Now I can put the other mask on, which frankly doesn't fit my head. Where his is super tight, me it's not. So there we have it. ECC Jason bust, holding the machete, super sick. We're gonna check it out closer, put it in its spot, and see what we think. So hold on, folks. Gotta get all these boxes out of my way. Oh mama, look at this. So most likely I'll do the white mask. I think I might prefer white over yellow. As you can see, huge base, very thick, girthy, very cool. I like this name plaque quite a bit. You know, it's reminiscent of like when you enter a camp and they have something. So I like how it says this, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Looks like real wood. As you can see, it looks really nice. And it's just magnetized here. 2 little holes. I think it makes it look classy. I like it. And then the wood tree trunk base. Looks like a real tree. Crazy. Very big. Now, I know this bust is quite heavy overall. I mean, the base was maybe 8 to 10 pounds. Jason was heavy. And that sword hand is heavy. So that's the heavy parts. As you can see, there's, you know, it's not just black back here. They actually did the entire shirt, which I do like. So that's very cool. Yeah, it's even struggling on this Lazy Susan, which holds apparently 200 pounds. So here is the real machete. Now, they did not do any type of blood effect, but it looks awesome. It looks great. The hand looks awesome. You know, compare that to like my hand. Obviously, I have a different skin tone. I'm like more red pink. He's more typical human color. But they did a fantastic job sculpting this. Like even the fingernails has like grime in it. Looks like it hasn't been clipped in a while. The knuckles, the vein work. That looks just like a real human hand, folks. That looks amazing. It really does look amazing. I love that. The shirt feels high quality. This feels premium. It looks great. And like I said, he does have real hair back here. So this is hand-punched hair all throughout his head, like a Homer Simpson styled hair right here. It's like black, and there is a few grays as well, so it's not all one color. You can see the skin texture. Man, they knocked this out of the park. And then there's that blood effect where he got hit. So in part 3, towards the end of the movie, when they more or less defeated Jason, he got hit in the head with an axe. And that's why there's this mark. So he's hit right there in the head. It cut the mask, cut his forehead. He was bleeding all the way down. So let's check out this mask. Now, obviously you saw it was unmasked, had tons of detail. It's almost a shame to cover it up. But, you know, Jason has the mask. That's his classic look. But I love how ECC gives you the option to go masked or unmasked. God. Freaking. So yeah, with this mask, this is the yellow version. It does have some decent weathering on it. You know, right there, the nose. The blood looks very dried in this. It's not like a fresh wound. It's a decent looking mask. Although I think I will prefer the white one. Let's put that on. Alrighty, before we put the next mask on, let's just check out the unmasked portrait, which has a ton of freaking awesome detail. Now Jason, he's like, reminds me of someone from like Hills Have Eyes, like one of those weird ogre type deformed people. Clearly he had mental issues. He was drowned at the lake because of that, made fun of as a kid, and that's what turned him into Jason Voorhees, if you've ever seen the series. So he has this ogreish look, super creepy looking. So one thing ECC does absolutely fantastic is the glass eyes. These look incredible. Now this one is half blind, so it has a slight blindness to it. These eyes look absolutely fantastic. I don't think they're as good as Freddy's, just because Freddy's expression, the eyes are more open, but these eyes look amazing. Very, very impressive. Look at the wound. Good glossy red, different color red too as well. There's like black red, so you can see the wound looks awesome. I love the skin texture on this. It looks really well done. That really ogreish looking face, the forehead, the bumps in the head, just crazy. And then he has his teeth. Now, I don't know what these are made of, but they look acrylic to me. They look very realistic. Good gloss to the mouth. Yeah, it's so creepy looking. My gosh. So cool. It is extremely impressive, folks. Now look at it next to like Marcus bust. Lycan. This thing's incredibly impressive. I love all the display options. So, you know, sometimes what I see a lot of people doing actually is they'll just put the mask like right here. Like that. And I actually think that's a really cool look as well, because you still get to see the mask, you know, it's only covering a little bit of the shirt, but you get to look at that awesome portrait. So I think that's a great look to it. The mask right there. I've seen Instagrammer I like to follow a lot, Darth Hatham. He's the best Instagrammer by far when it comes to statue collecting. I love his post. But he does his Jason bust like this. And I always saw his Jason and Freddy bust, and that's one reason I wanted to get him, because I was always jealous. I was like, gosh dang it, I need those. I gotta say, I'm super happy I bought these. These are freaking amazing. So now let's go ahead and put the white mask on. Yeah, as you can see, my box was super beat up. Alrighty, so here is the white mask. I will say I definitely like white better. I don't know, yellow's okay, but the mask is more white to me. It's almost like a creamy white is what this is. Now the 1/3 isn't truly yellow nor truly white. It's almost like a mix, to be honest. And I do like the color of the 1/3. I think that mask is also great. But for me, I think I'll mostly be displaying this white one over the yellow one until I get my custom mask. Because I do plan to get a custom mask. I've seen videos and it looks amazing. I still do want to get one. Even though I do like these masks, I think they are pretty darn good. I want to get a custom one. So I've seen pictures and videos and I do think it improves it. So we are going to get that custom one. But until I get that custom one, which might be a little whiles out because the guy is fully booked, he said, till April, we're going to display this white one. Now this, for me, I want these to be absolutely perfect in every way. And I do think overall the bust is pretty much darn perfect, but I do think the masks could be better, you know, based off the custom ones I've seen. Now, just like that Freddy hat over there, that hat improved it substantially, trust me. I love that custom hat I got. And I think a custom hockey mask will improve this Jason bust. Where like right now, I would rate this a 9.9 out of 10. You know, it gets us one ding because the mask is not perfect. It's really good. Don't get me wrong. It's very good. It's just not perfect. But I do like these masks a lot. They are very good. I just want to have the ability to display that custom one. I really like that custom. Yeah, I like this one definitely better. I think it has better weathering. But this one's still pretty darn cool. These are big masks. Has just a felt pad on the inside to protect it so you don't damage the mask or the portrait. Now the mixed media also does have water stains, like right there, a little bit there, right there. So the 1/3 has the exact same thing, tons of weathering, water stains, you know, especially because he's at the lake, he's going in the water to hunt people. He's constantly, like, also pops out of the water and freaking slices someone in the throat with his machete. So I definitely love the weathering they did. I think overall it's just an absolute fantastic bust. Definitely grail to me. So I love it. Let's go ahead and get it all set up right there in the collection, see how it looks. Alrighty, YouTubers, thank you for watching. So here is Jason Bust all on his display. Now, it is a very tight fit. I will not lie. I wish I had more space to display this more properly. I'm not worried about weight on that glass shelf. That glass shelf can support 110 pounds, and I've had a bust, I would say, quite a bit heavier, my MRC Vegeta bust, on that for over a year with no issues. So this bust probably weighs 40 to 50 pounds. It's not as heavy as some people have told me, but it is a good weight for sure. It is pretty heavy. Now, I thought I'd be able to fit it a little bit better, but because the shoulder pokes out, it hits this. And so I have to angle it like this if I want to see it good. If you angle it straight forward, he's looking that direction. You know, just like Freddy. Ideally, in a perfect scenario where I had ultimate space, Freddy bust should be on the left, that side, and Jason on this side. I think if I ever move and wanted to get custom shelving, I'd probably do it that way. So I think that's how they're better, well done. Now, Freddy, I'm fine with the way he looks like that. Jason, I didn't like him looking that way. I like it this way. I think that's a good angle. You know, when I'm over here, I'm looking at the bust and the 1/3, I could get a good look at both. Yeah, like I said, this is like a creamy milk. And that's a yellow, but not the same yellow as the other mask. Now that's where I'm putting the other mask. Previously, I had this mask, which is a lot smaller, believe it or not. This one fits my head perfectly, yet it is way smaller. Like, way smaller. This would not fit the bust. So, this is a part 3 mask, and it is pretty good. And it's a good color. It fit that better, but I do want to display the extra ECC mask right there, so I have both masks. So, overall, though, I do absolutely love the bust. Like I said, it's a grail. I think this and Jason are just incredibly impressive together. Now, I did insert his COA right here. Like I said, I got 170 of 500. There's actually more Freddy busts, 150 of 700. So 700 Freddys, 500 Jasons, and the 1/3 are 499 and 513. So the reason these numbers are wild like that is these are made to order. They do a pre-order period for like a month or 2 months, and then they cut it off. However many pre-orders they got, that's the edition size, which is quite smart actually. I think it helps in a lot of ways. They also do generally a sale when it first goes up for pre-order for like 2 weeks. You could get it a few $100s cheaper. I wish I would have just pre-ordered these when they went up for order a long time ago. Could have got them cheaper and had them for a long time, but you know, at that time my mindset was, oh, it's too expensive. Where now I'm just like, I'd much rather have that than 8 little 1/4 scales. To me, this is much more impressive. When I look at my collection, these are the pieces I look at way more than your little 1/4 sideshow PFs. They're just far more impressive in general. And this Jason is absolutely amazing. Now it begs the question, what is superior, Jason or Freddy? Which do I like more? God, that is a tough one. I mean, my Freddy, I got my custom hat. I think once I got a custom mask for Jason, I gotta say, I think it's probably equal. They are both so effing cool. I think they're equal. They're so impressive. Now, this might be one of my most impressive displays. Now, this and my Underworld. And once we get Ash up there. But this is incredibly impressive. Now, if you'll notice, I also put the old ECC hat right there. So I got the ECC hat and the extra ECC mask right there. The little 110s with posters, matching posters. So I think it's just a perfect display. The only thing that would really improve this is if I had better like cabinets to display both busts and they're like matching displays, and the Freddy bust was over there and Jason, and I'd need to reverse that poster because I like how it's like that. So I'd want to reverse engineer the poster and put Freddy on the right, Jason on the left with matching displays of each bust. Then it would be flawless. But I'll accept what I got. You know, I think I did a really good job for the space I have. So I'm very happy with this. I think my horror setup is just really coming together so nicely. You know, I'm getting the Terminator bust tomorrow, so that will fill that. Ash should be arriving shortly, and then we just got to wait the long time for the PCS 1/3. Now, let's say I'm not super happy with the PCS 1/3. I'm just like, God, that's not that impressive. I definitely have a lot of alternative options I can get. You know, one thing I've considered is a life-size silicone nun bust by Blue Box Hyper. They're making a version 2 with a screaming face. If I find it's more impressive than the PCS 1/3 ghost face or Leatherface, I definitely consider it. But most likely, you know, PCS likely won't fail us. They're a solid company. They listen to their fans. So Yeah, I mean, what else can you say about this, Jason? It's freaking amazing. It really is. Now, let me show it to you again with the mask off. You know, there is just so much detail on here. It's not even funny. Boom. Look at that. And I do like the look of doing the mask right there. Like that. That's a sick look. So like that. Very, very cool. There's just so much detail in that face, like that mouth, the wound. So it's like kind of a shame to cover it up. Now, the 1/3 also has, you know, the removable mask, which I'll show you. So you can see both of them together. They both have glass eyes. You know, I don't think the 1/3, yeah, the 1/3 doesn't have little hairs in the back like this one. You know, obviously the life-size bust is, you know, superior. The teeth look acrylic on this, where I don't think they're acrylic on this. And obviously the eyes are just bigger, but they're both glass. Now that's a good angle where you can see like the veins. That eye looks phenomenal. Like I said, I think ECC has the best eyes in the business. You know, when it comes to a production piece, nothing touches their eyes. And frankly, I prefer this translucent resin versus silicone. It's cheaper. It isn't going to fade over time. You know, I'm still relatively young. I'm in my young 30s, so I'm going to live another 40 to 50 years most likely because I'm very healthy. So I want my freaking statues to last. I don't want in 20 years, all of a sudden, I'm seeing cracks and it's freaking decaying. So it really does matter to me. But man alive, this is freaking awesome. So freaking cool. Look at that, folks. I love it. Boom. Anyways, folks, not much else to say. It's a grail. It definitely fits my collection. Hopefully someday I can gain a little bit more space. I've thought about if I move that shelf a little to the left, you know, there's a little bit space here. I might be able to gain a few inches, and I don't know if I even need to, because I think this still is a really good angle considering I'm going to be standing like this when I'm looking at the bust. So, you know, it's not like I'm right here. You know, I'm going to be standing right here. So I think the angle actually is pretty darn good. And I love how he did all the COAs right there. And I also did that booklet and the booklet for Jason back there. The 1/3 didn't come with a booklet. They only came with the COAs and instructions. So anyways, folks, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this unboxing. It was very fun. It sucked with all the damage and the delays. This DHL took 2 weeks, but make sure you stay tuned for all my other unboxing reviews. Sub to the channel. I have daily content for the most part. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.